Ah, good evening, sir. Something I can show you?
Yeah, I'd like to see some watch fobs.
Yes, sir. I have some pretty ones right here. Here we are, sir.
Yes. That's nice. How much is it?
$9. But it's real gold.
All right, I'll take it.
Thank you. Would you like it in a box, sir?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Hey, those are nice. Could I see them?
Yes, sir. Oh, I'll take care of that, Herman.
Put them up.
No.
Put them up. Just be quiet and everything will be all right.
Stop it! I've been robbed! I've been robbed! He robbed me! Stop it!
Pat, I want to talk to you right now.
Come on in the office.
What's up?
Plenty.
Hiya, Doc. Well, Doc?
It ain't fair, Bat. This town's been pretty good to you boys. Let you do just about as you pleased.
Well, what's eating you? You're getting paid plenty for it, ain't you?
That's got nothing to do with it. The agreement was as long as you left this town alone, the town would leave you alone. Now, if that ain't good enough for you, and you want to get tough, we can get tough, too.
Well, light somewhere. Where are you driving at?
The Conheim job, that's what.
Conheim? Who's that?
The Conheim jewelry store's been robbed. A whole trainload of diamonds gone.
Well, what's it to us if some greenhorn pulls a stick up?
Sure, Doc. It couldn't have been one of the regulars.
Maybe not. But if you like the climate here and you want to keep this place open, you better find out who it was. Them diamonds have got to be back by morning.
Ah, you got bats in your belfry. We don't do things like that.
Don't give me none of your arguments. This is a clean town. We're going to keep it that way. Besides, you know that Conheim's the mayor's brother-in-law.
When did this happen, Doc?
Tonight about 8 o'clock.
Any description of the fella?
Not much, just a $10 bill he left to pay for a watch fob. From the First State Bank in Cheyenne.
Cheyenne?
Hey, that's a...
Shut up. Doc, suppose you come back in a couple of hours. Maybe we can find out something by then.
You better. I've always played fair with you. I don't want any hard feelings. But I got myself to think about.
Sure, I understand. We've all got our reputations to think about.
You said it.
Well, Lil, looks like your friend has got over his jitters.
Why didn't you tell the doc who did it?
That you don't know it was Joe for sure.
Jock, suppose you run over to the hotel and tell Mr. Patrick I'd like to see him for a minute.
You can't push this on him. I won't...
It's all right, honey. Just a little friendly talk. I'll be right back.
What are you going to do?
What difference does that make to you?
I'm crazy about him.
How long has this been going on?
Ever since I met him.
Does he feel the same way? It's all right with me, kid, if that's what you want.
Do you mean that, Pat?
Sure. Why not?
Why, I wish I could make Jock see it that way.
Well, you stick around. I'll have a talk with Patrick. Maybe I can fix things up.
Will you, Pat?
I said maybe. Hello, Lil. Pat?
Sit down, Mr. Patrick. Make yourself at home.
Thanks.
Lillian Russell?
Sure, with pleasure. Try one of mine. A fellow in Havana makes them up specially for me.
Oh, thanks. How about a little drink?
Anything you say.
This ought to fix you up all right.
What's it all about?
Now, don't get nervous. Take it easy. We're all friends around here.
Did you get rid of those Cheyenne bills yet?
Not yet. Know anybody who'll handle them for me?
I might. You're kind of hard up, aren't you?
No, I'll get along.
Not sticking up jewelry stores in this town, you won't.
Sit down, will you? Ah, don't waste any more time. Let me give it to him.
Cheese it. All right, Patrick, fork 'em over. Don't you know this sort of stuff won't bring 10 cents on the dollar?
I noticed you grabbed it quick enough when you found out where it was.
Shut your trap. We don't want any of that trash around here.
This stuff goes back where it came from.
All right. What happens now?
Patrick, suppose we were to forget all about this little trick and let you in on some easy money.
What do you mean, easy money?
Oh, helping me with a few little odd jobs around here, while Jock is thinking up some new jokes.
Hey, you ain't figuring using him around here, are you?
We can use somebody around here with a little brains that can keep their mouths shut and stay out of arguments.
You ain't bringing him in. Well, I've something to say about it. I'd sooner see him run the gutter first.
Shut up. All right, Patrick. What do you say?
I don't know. I've always worked alone.
A lot of dough in it. Not so many chances.
It smells fishy to me. First this guy here socks me in the chin, then you frisk me, and now you want me to join up. No, thanks. If I'd have wanted company, I'd have joined the Elks.
Now, don't go off half-cocked, Patrick. Here's a little dough. Put it in your pocket. Go outside and buy yourself a drink. Take a look around. Take a squint at that new act I brought in from Chicago. Think it over. I'll see you later.
Sure. I'll take it over.
I'll give him something to think over.
Forget it. If he wants to play ball with me, I can use him. If he doesn't, we've always got him where we want him.
What?
Sticking up a jewelry store is against the law, ain't it? Besides, Doc might like someone he could make an example of.
Oh, yes. I didn't think of that.
Fat, you aren't going to turn him over to the bulls, are you?
He had his chance.
But you wouldn't do anything like that. You promised me.
Why, that dirty little crook. After all the trouble we've had in trying to keep this place straight, we'll show those smart alecks they can come here and get away with that sort of thing in St. Paul. Hey, where you going, though?
Leave her alone.
Just because she made them goo-goo eyes, she is serving her and she takes the prize. She is the best buddies when I need her in my days, just because she made them goo-goo eyes. Jack, eat the jack, eat the jack, eat the jigger wall, Jack, eat the jigger wall, Jack, 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 eat the jack, eat the jack, eat the jigger wall, Jack, eat the jigger wall, Jack, 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 eat the jack, eat the jack, eat the jigger wall, Jack, eat the jigger wall, Jack, 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 eat the jack, eat the jack.
Joe.
Oh, hello. Come on, sit down.
Joe, you've got to do it.
Sure, what?
Come in with Bat like he said.
He sent you out here to say that?
You know he didn't.
All right, what's the game? What's this all about?
Well, I don't know exactly, but they'll turn you over to the police for that holdup if you don't. Joe.
It's a fine pair of pals you've got.
I know, they're only thinking of themselves.
If I beat it, they'll put the cops on my trail. If I stay here, I'll probably get Jock's knife in my back.
Well, the only thing to do is to get in with them.
Doesn't look like I got much choice in the matter, does it?
You only have to stay until this blows over.
Well, may not be such a bad idea at that. First place, I could see a lot more of you, openly, I mean.
It'll work out. I know it will.
Hey, I'm beginning to believe you meant what you said about liking me.
You know I do. You're the first one in my whole life that I felt like this about.
I guess we're a lot alike, deep down, you and me.
how bad I'm in. And then come right back here. I got 1,000 things to tell you before I wet my whistle. That telegram with the numbers just came from the east. I'm going to be in Madison Friday night. If Patrick wants to come along, it's all right with me.
Japanese jiu-jitsu expert you can find, and I'll get the best American wrestler. So I got Grant. Had them at the house last night, just a family and a few friends. I refereed. But come on, Maxwell, come on. You should take more exercise. You're puffing like a white steamer. Well, for a while, it looked as though the Japanese had it on him. He put one over, caught Grant with the shoulders, kicked him in the stomach, and down Grant went in a heap. But quick as a flash, he was up and pinned the Japanese wrestler's shoulders to the mat. I knew it all the time. I said so before. American wrestling's got it all over jiu-jitsu. I know. I've tried them both. Well, here we are.
The president is expecting you, sir.
Come on, Maxwell, come on. You can't keep the president waiting. Here we are on the dot.
Sit down, Teddy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Maxwell.
Good morning, Mr. President. Gentlemen.
Cigars?
No, thank you. Not just now.
I thought it best to have some of the members of the cabinet here, along with Mr. Wallace of the Secret Service, to hear what you have to say.
Go ahead, Henry. Repeat what you were saying to me in my office.
Mr. President, this bank robbery business has got to stop. Last night, $50,000 was taken from a Madison bank. As examiner of the national banks, I give you my solemn word that businessmen everywhere, including bankers, are losing faith in an administration which permits such lawlessness to go unchecked.
I can only endorse what Mr. Maxwell has said. At the same time, I must frankly admit we're helpless.
With all due respect to you, Mr. Wallace, you can hardly expect me to say to the business interests of this country, your government is helpless. Mr. Wallace's Secret Service has thrown up its hands. You will have to get along as best you can.